Buonasera a tutti ragazzi, benvenuti alla live di Check Me. Oggi andiamo a streamare Blacksad Under the Skin. Spero. Oh mio Dio, è vero! La rasatura vietnamita. Cazzo, non mi ricordo.
I'm sure you'll understand we can't be too careful. Our host has many enemies, and someone has to keep them at bay. Sure, I get it. I'm glad to hear that. Now, please answer my question. How much does it cost to get yourself a clean Vietnamese shave? $1,000. There's only one cut I can give you for that price. I'm sure you'll understand we can't.
Dio.
Our host has many enemies, and someone has to keep them at bay. Sure, I get it. I'm glad to hear that. Now, please answer my question. How much does it cost to get yourself a clean Vietnamese shave? $5. There's only one cut I can give you for that price.
Scusa? Adesso proviamo con 1.000.000, ma l'avevamo già provato l'altra volta, no?
I'm sure you'll understand we can't be too careful. Our host has many enemies, and someone has to keep them at bay. Sure, I get it. I'm glad to hear that. Now, please answer my question. How much does it cost to get yourself a clean Vietnamese shave? $1,000,000. For that price, I can get you a one-of-a-kind cut that will last a lifetime.
Cioè, devo per forza fare la scena in cui mi ricordo. Ho capito, va bene. Però è stupido allora non mi dare la cosa. Cioè, non mi dare la scelta se tutte le scelte portano allo stesso risultato, Cristo.
Sure, I get it. I'm glad to hear that. Now, please answer my question. How much does it cost to get yourself a clean Vietnamese shave?
Then, sure enough, Booth put the nail on the coffin of my first marriage. You know, the wife that caught me cheating with the maid. My second marriage, too. You know what I did to her daddy? Same old with several mistresses. So I decided to stick to my guns and only deal with hookers, even if I did end up marrying some.
I feel you, Mr. Farnham. So I'm going to be honest with you. I'm Cassidy's slave. He lent me the money for a game deposit, and I lost it all. Now I have to work off my debt.
Oh, Cassidy's not your problem, son. It's poverty. Sure enough, I had to pay my own deposit this morning to y'all. And that was just petty cash to me.
Petty cash, to be honest. I asked you how much.
Of course, they gave me one of the seats. What do you think I am, boy? Wait, I'll show you. I got it somewhere. Just a sec. I'll get it. I just put it over. I think I'll be right back.
Ding Dong? Interesting name for a town. Farnham's address book. Who knows what kind of shitty characters are in there? Farnham's address book.
Dio!
Who knows
E
what
già
kind
abbiamo
of shitty
perso di
characters are
nuovo.
in there?
Ci sono la messa lì, la valigia non possiamo ispezionarla perché anche l'altra volta volevo ispezionarla ma non potevamo. Nel cesso non c'è
I
niente.
told you, nothing more than petty cash. Never given a second thought to them small numbers. And you never will. Petty cash, to be honest. I asked you how much.
Of course, they
Posso saltare neanche, non può vero, non si
gave me
possono
one of
saltare
the
i denti.
seats. What do you think I am, boy? Wait, I'll show you. I got it somewhere. Just a sec. I'll get it. I just put it over. I think I'll be right back.
Lì non è nell'armadio, non è qui. No, aspetta. Cioè, vabbè, come era ovvio, era ovvio.
Why didn't you just say you had the receipt in your pocket?
Ma
I'm almost certain. But tell me, who told you to come to this barber shop?
Let me tell you a little secret about my first wife, sonny boy. When I met that woman, she had no manners, no money, Who in the hell? Farnham. My God, if it ain't the hero of the day.
It's not going to be easy to sound Texan, but I'll give it my best shot. I probably don't need to imitate his gestures during the game, but it certainly wouldn't hurt to try. Nothing says Texan like a cowboy hat. this and that hat, I'll really look the part.
I'll be damned. Anyway, Kenny, thanks for fixing the game with Cassie. God bless you, brother. Craziest goddamn Texan in New York.
My good old friend Kenny. Craziest goddamn Texan in New York.
You know how many Kennys there are in New York? Kenny who?
So
Sì,
besides
vabbè.
when and where the game will be, the password, and the money Farnham dished out, what else do I need? Luckily, there was only one Kinney in Farnham's address book, Kinney Eakes, residing at...
Cornell Plaza, Manhattan. Stunning penthouse.
I'm not surprised. Mr. Eakes has excellent taste. Do you happen to know what he asked for the last time he was here?
Che palle, cioè. No, non c'è niente lì. No, madonna.
Not even a Bible.
Io che cazzo ne so di quello che ha chiesto lui. Niente, muoio. Ah, ok.
Don't tell me, Billy Bob. This here is my new friend Foz. Am I right?
Sure enough, but your slasher friend sure could learn how to treat his customers.
Hey, Billy Bob, come on. This guy is a good guy. He's one of us.
My apologies, sir.
Hey, come on. Let's get in there before they finish all the bourbon without us.
I haven't frisked him yet, sir.
I don't think that'll be necessary. Mr. Farnham here, he's an honest Texan. And I'm sure he'll hand over his weapon if we ask him to. Right?
Ding Dong? Interesting name for a town. No matter how superficial someone may seem, there's always a way to win their heart.
It'll be my pleasure.
Che odio.
Welcome, gentlemen. Chips are on the table and guns are in the safe. Now, we got a lovely night of poker ahead of us, full of smoking and bourbon. So let's get started. Take a seat, Mr. Farnham. Let me introduce you.
Che ansia.
To my right, wearing gray boxes and weighing in at 140 pounds, the owner of Pink Vice, the largest meat market in all of Manhattan.
In other words, a real son of a bitch. No offense to the women he exploits.
Our reigning champion, Oswald Quince.
A title I aim to keep, provided our new contender here doesn't interfere.
Y'all are dealing with the worst player in Texas.
You're just trying to make me overconfident, aren't you?
The truth is that our friend Farnham owns the largest and, I dare say, most entertaining establishment in Texas.
Really? So we're colleagues then?
Yeah, you wish, Quince. He owns a casino.
Damn.
And it's not even in Austin or Dallas. It's actually in a little town called, yeah, what was it? Darn it, I looked it up the other day. Had a funny ring to it. I hate it when this happens.
I thought they moved all Texan casinos to Vegas. Gambling is legal.
You mean Ding Dong, Texas?
Ding dong! That's it.
Who'd ever think of a name like that?
Well, casino or no casino, let's just hope he doesn't keep as many aces up his sleeve as the late Ventimiglia, huh?
Amen.
To my left, wearing brown boxers and weighing in at 396 pounds,
Frank, show some respect, huh?
the hospitality tycoon, Polly... no.
Tycoon. I just own a small bar with pool tables. Clients drink close to nothing and play even less, but certain business transactions just couldn't happen anywhere else.
Damn it, Polly. Why don't I know your last name?
Because they took it away from me. You have no idea how good my ex-wife's lawyer is.
Women, they even take our damn names.
Okay.
You're too much, Polly.
When you're done sightseeing, why don't you drop by La Iguana for a game of pool? And I'll buy you a drink. But I have to warn you, my clientele isn't crazy about furry fellas such as yourself.
Thanks. I love me some pool.
Perfect. It'll be my pleasure.
You're looking to start your own pool business, Farnham? This guy here wants to start a boxing association in Texas. Guess who he's turning to for advice?
To be honest, several things got me worried, so I'd be much obliged for any counseling.
So, what worries you?
Those there athletes hooking up with each other, like Al Stone and Helen Moore.
I see you subscribe to What's News. Yeah, Mr. Box, the reigning champion. He's having an affair with America's sweetheart. Hey, I got nothing against those two idiots falling in love. Don't get me wrong, but it's taking a toll on his performance. I don't think he'll lose against Yale, but I'm starting to worry a bit. Billy, Ma, bring out the bourbon. We're drying up here. I'll deal with a fresh deck, of course. We respect traditions in this establishment.
Poker is as boring as it is simple. All you need to do is read people's faces. And even the worst detective has that trick up his sleeve. The real issue is knowing what to play for when there's much more than just money at stake.
Damn it! What again?
How many games have you won in a row, Quince?
And here I was hoping that Farnham would steal your championship belt.
Congratulations, Farnham. You're bad as hell, but at least you know it. Mark my words. Farnham will be calling his wife before the night is over.
Ha! Oh, hey, by the way, you guys hear about Kenny's wife? Pretty tragic, huh?
What happened?
Oh, plain bad luck. Hey, but Farnham, I'm sure you know more about it than I do.
Anyway, Kenny, thanks for fixing the game with Cassidy. God bless you, brother. Craziest goddamn Texan in New York. And the poor fella's already got enough on his hands now that his wife.
How do you know that funny Texan?
He's an old pal. Moved to the East Coast years ago. He's also a friend with your boss, Frank Cassidy. It's Kenny who suggested I talk to Cassidy about getting into the boxing business. Oh, right. Where were we? Same difference. Another drink? Oh, seriously, where were we? All right. We was fixing to have another drink.
Niente. Non lo sappiamo. Ci ammazzano.
Damn! I don't like waiting. Kenny won't like it, but I'm not gonna sit here wondering. Billy Bob, pass me the phone. Come on, come on, come on!
Sometimes you get the feeling that it's all gone wrong, that you've made a terrible mistake. Did I say sometimes? Huh. No, that only happens once in a lifetime.
Mark my words. Farnham will be calling his wife before the night is over.
Ha!
Non dobbiamo fare per forza
Wait,
ricorda, perché anche se lo
You guys
sappiamo.
hear about Kenny's wife? Pretty tragic, huh?
What happened?
Oh, plain bad luck. Hey, but Farnham, I'm sure you know more about it than I do.
Anyway, Kenny, thanks for fixing the game with Cassidy. God bless you, brother. Craziest goddamn Texan in New York. And the poor fella's already got enough on his hands now that his wife. Women just gotta have their vices. Well, she's in a rehab clinic now, hooked on tranquilizers and all that.
Pensavo smettesse di parlare.
That's it, tranquilizer. Don't tell me women don't have their vices, dude. Bring out the bourbon, Billy Bob. Come on, come on. Give me the bourbon.
Maybe I spoke too soon when I said that poker is easy for a good detective. Even when you play to lose, it's best to win the occasional hand to avoid suspicion. But with Quince, it was just impossible.
Well, I'll be damned. I don't believe this.
See what we mean, Farnham?
I still don't get why you keep coming for more, boys. I'm starting to think you all lose on purpose. In which case, you're about to have a blast.
Poor Farnham. Came looking to make big bucks in the city with his boxing, and he's gonna lose it all with poker.
I hope your counseling will make up for it.
Yeah, so how can I be of help?
Rebel coaches like Joe Dunn.
Oh, I see you done your homework. That bastard wouldn't accept the most basic rules. For example, banning boxers from official competitions when the managers don't belong to my association. Hey, don't get me wrong, I'm sorry for his death. But if they ever find the murderer, I'd be glad to pay his lawyer fees.
Homicidal boxers like Bobby Yale.
Ha! That's some piece of news, huh? Hey, I don't know if he did it, but the real problem is that the fight against my champ Stone might not even frickin' happen. The good news is that I've almost convinced the governor to let him out of prison on the day of the fight. Under police escort, that is. I bet you the audience gets a kick out of that. Come on, let's steal another hand before Quince accuses us of trying to break a winning streak.
Ain't gonna happen. Gentlemen, I suggest you never tell your sons about this game, unless you want to lose their respect.
Wait, you mean our sons actually respect us?
I hear you. There's no way to set boys straight these days. They don't even respond to a good old beating.
I dare say Texan boys do respond to a good beating.
Hey, careful, Quince. You're talking to a pro. So, Kenny told me you had quite a house.
How many kids you got in that house full of yours?
Oh!
No. That son of a bitch was about to choke on his own vomit. Although the communist in me reveled in the sight of a millionaire choking on his own vomit, even so, I couldn't just stand there and watch him die.
Dai Cristo!
No, deserving or not, the man would live.
Se mi serve comunque sapere...
Six wanted something. I don't know how you deal with all of that.
All boys?
Does it have to be now?
Oh, never let Quince near one of your daughters.
Come on, Polly. Children are sacred. I won't lay a
Cassidy.
finger on them until they're 12. After that, well... let's just say... some men have needs that, can only
Si è
be
svegliato,
met by
tipo.
a young girl that age. If you know what I mean. Are you alright, Farnham?
That damn eagle represents the lowest scum of our society. There goes your winning streak, you sick bastard.
Sooner or later, the police are gonna bust your ass. Quince.
What the hell are you talking about?
I bet you're as bad at hiding those poor girls as you are at keeping that ace up your sleeve.
What? You lying piece of shit?
Quince.
Don't believe a word he's saying, Frank.
Don't you dare call me Frank. Good. It's 500 more. For washing up. It's a deal.
A good call, Father. I owe you one. Please, take that flying scumbag's tokens. They're mine too, if you want them. I'm feeling generous. Hey, turns out the governor accepted my suggestion to let Bobby Yell out of prison on the day of the fight. Hey, this is turning out to be the perfect night. If you decide to go ahead with your new venture, call me, Farnham.
Your behavior at last night's game was utterly insulting. Never contact me again, or I'll put an end to your pathetic life. If our common acquaintance should ask you about your business endeavors, tell him that boxing is too violent for you. Signed, Frank Cassidy. My own tracks would be covered the following morning when Cassidy read this note from Farnham.
Dear Mr. Cassidy, though I'm grateful for your kind help, last night's game made me realize that boxing is just too violent for a peaceful Texan like myself. I have decided to invest elsewhere. Yours sincerely, Howard M. Farnham II. Damn Texans.
Va bene. Perché ovviamente non si riconosce un gatto, no?
As for me, it was the first time in days that I had gone to bed without my daily meal. A real shame. Nothing like a bruised body to help you to sleep like a baby.
Beh dai, ma questo se lo meritava. Cioè lui l'ha voluto uccidere apposta.
Maybe I should have given myself a beating. Blacksad.
It was like this when I got here.
Scusate, ma devo mettere un po' di... Insomma. No!
I didn't know what to do. I called you because...
Calm down. I'll take care of this. Had you already finished looking through these papers?
I wish.
Well, I guess you'll enjoy sorting all this again.
What are you doing?
Do you like sardines?
Excuse me?
Do you like sardines?
Ah,
Looks like the burglar isn't interested in bureaucracy. Not that I suspected otherwise, but it's obvious they weren't looking for money.
did they take anything?
No, although... When you went in the hospital room to get your purse, did you get the gun as well?
Yes. Isn't it there? I put it back. I'd rather not go through that again.
That's too bad. It looks like they took it.
No, scusami, abbiamo solo questi. Totalmente a caso, No. Scusa. Ah, ok, vabbè. È vero, non ho letto...
It's
Pensavo
pretty
fosse
clear that
solo...
Helen Moore's cigarette case was a gift from O'Leary. If she's still in love, why does she claim she hates him? What is she hiding?
Totalmente a caso sto facendo, cioè. Ho un caldo infame, non ce la faccio. Cioè, vuol dire che è la stronzata del tipo... No, infatti. Totalmente a caso sto facendo, eh. Assassino pianificato. Amen. Non ci interessa, non ci dovrebbe servire, non è importante questa deduzione. Posso più.
Bingo.
What is it?
Nothing. Just a freshly signed contract.
Ma va. Non so. Perché?
No, the footprints don't match. Or if O'Leary killed Dunn, he did it without stepping in the paint, or in different shoes.
Interessante, cioè. Poi tu che cazzo ne sai che le orme non corrispondono, non hai neanche fatto la prova. Totalmente a caso. totalmente a caso. Ah, ecco. No. Cioè, lo sto facendo totalmente a caso. Di chi sono le impronte in palestra? Le suole, i violieri non corrispondono. Niente. 1, 2. Le suole di Yale non corrispondono. E ovviamente non può essere questa. Quindi 1, 2. No. Vabbè. 1, 2. Totalmente a caso. Nessun'altra di queste affermazioni mi aiuta. L'abbiamo già provata. Questa l'abbiamo provata, questa l'abbiamo provata. 1, 2, questa l'abbiamo provata. No. L'unico che posso aggiungere, l'ultima altra roba che posso aggiungere è la prima. Che non ha senso. Bene, a posto. Niente, non ho indizi. In realtà non ci sono gli indizi. Smettete di dire stronzate.
Is this yours?
I think it belongs to the new cleaning lady. Mary just wasn't working out, so she left.
Clarice Freeman?
Yes. Do you think she did this?
Right here, please. Could be a knife wound. The murder was brutal. Ah, damn. I can just picture her saying, "Honey, I found a job. We're finally gonna make ends meet." I want you to call the police, son. Go straight to a friend's house. Don't even think about going home, and definitely don't come back here.
I'm staying at a friend's house. I haven't even set foot in my father's place yet.
Good. Do you have the keys? If the murderer didn't find what he was looking for, that might be his next stop. But he hasn't been there yet.
Ok.
For once I had the keys to the place, which meant I wouldn't have to use my lockpicks or... It doesn't look like anyone picked the lock. Look at that. The guy sure had good taste.
Possiamo non dire niente. Se devi ammeare qualcuno almeno usiamo.
Looks like Dunn had already begun to move his things. Dunn? Thorpe? No idea. And these two? They look familiar. It's hard to believe that a pair of boxing fists could play something like this, although I'm sure he had the lungs for it. As I glanced at the telephone, I remembered the weekly password for O'Leary's illegal gambling operation, even though I had rejected his reward for finding Yale. I had managed to make my own dirty money by ratting out the Eagle Pimp during our poker game. How much damage could a small bet do? What harm could I do? Only the invisible type. Wasn't Dunn's nickname the Quiet Lynx? I'd swear I saw that on a poster at the gym. Ready-made meals on airplane trays in front of the TV. Who would have thought we'd end up eating like this? Dunn died 4 days ago, and that lettuce still looks okay. going to share with Mary. This place has to be empty in 2 weeks for the new owners. I wonder if Sonia knows about this.
Okay.
Could this be the origin of Sonia's interest in business management? One of the very few teen idols who only got better with age. What's this doing here? You still looked at her every morning, so many years later, with a new love? Maybe we don't need to forget. Maybe pain just transforms into, I don't know, something. This is too private. Another empty closet. Elaine. I think that was Dunn's wife's name, according to Jake. No matter how hard I look, I'm not getting anywhere. What the hell was the burglar looking for? And most importantly, did he find it? It's pretty clear that the burglar came by the house before heading to the gym, which means he probably didn't find what he was looking for in here. I need to talk with Sonia, and maybe with her Uncle Tim.
It brings back, I don't know.
Good memories?
An optimist, are we? It's like remembering the last day of summer. Scenes full of joy, picturesque landscapes, and yet the light is faint and the air is still, the calm before the storm.
I know that feeling.
I figured that much. I can see it in your eyes. We met in the army. We were all professional athletes. They called us the Olympic Five.
Who's the guy on the right?
Angus Mitchell, our combat medic, and a doctor with the New York Warriors. It was Spano who got him assigned to our platoon.
Hey, isn't that Craig Spano? The guy on the Morley's billboards?
Yes, indeed. Our captain. He was the oldest after all, and star of the New York Warriors. He was an orphan, you know. loved the sport so much that he said baseball was his family. He was the one who had Mitchell assigned to our platoon.
Who's the guy on the left?
Ah, Victor Sukovsky, the athlete. You've probably heard of his medals.
Was Dunn already boxing?
Yes, he was. I had already seen him fight before I even met him. He was as humble in the ring as he was in life. He'd always let his rivals take the initiative. I remember how he barely dodged the blows. If you didn't look at his feet, it seemed like he wasn't even moving. And the footwork, pure dancing. You could almost hear the music. The song would play until his opponent was exhausted. Then came the drum roll, followed by Dunn's victory by KO.
What about you?
I had just signed with the Milestones. I hadn't even played my first game, but people said I had a bright future ahead of me.
And you did. The cop at the hospital sure seemed happy to be the proud owner of a Tim Iron-Arm Thorpe autograph.
Who would have thought that I'd end up becoming Tim Iron Legs Thorpe?
What happened?
I fought the Nazis for 2 years, up there in the sky, over Europe. And I never set foot in a field hospital. 3 years later, I crossed the street without looking. And look at me now.
What happened to all of them?
Zukovsky died the same day they injured Dunn. Dunn received an honorable discharge and came home. He quit boxing and opened his gym. Mitchell was redeployed to a field hospital. Spano and I continued in the same unit, but nothing was ever the same. You see what I meant with the last day of summer. And after the war, well, who the hell cares?
I do. What happened to Spano?
Well, you've seen the billboards. He made it big time. When I was forced to retire, I got him some advertising deals. That's how I founded this agency. But then, something happened to him. He became sullen. He fell out of shape, and slowly but surely lost touch with reality. He withdrew from public life and broke off our friendship. Haven't heard from him in, 3 years? And believe me, I've tried to contact him.
What happened to Mitchell after the war?
Mitchell? Who knows? We lost touch. I hope he's doing well.
I think I saw Mitchell not too long ago, but I can't remember where.
Seriously? Please try to remember. I'd love to hear from him again.
I'll do my best. You think Spano might have been involved in Dunn's death?
Spano? No way. He and Dunn were always... Well, Spano's changed so much that it's hard to say. Allow me to double your wage. You have to find the murderer. Maybe Dunn stayed in touch with Mitchell or Spano. Maybe even with both. But he never told me anything. Maybe Sonia knows.
I doubt it. But that's not the only question I've got for her. May I?
Secondo me è il dottore quello là che aveva visto all'ospedale.
No, she's not here. Who's calling?
You know, it's dangerous.
Have you ever wished you'd never been born?
What? Many times. Too many.
Then we're both in the same boat. First time was right after moving to New York. I hated my mother. She was the reason we moved from the countryside and the smell of freshly mowed grass to this dirty city and the smell of medicine. her medicine. The second time was after she died. I hated myself for having hated her before, for not having loved her enough. The third time was when my father shut himself off. I hated him for that, for abandoning me, for giving in to the booze. Now he's dead, so take a guess.
You hate yourself for having hated him.
Yes, but that's not the worst of it. The problem is I don't know how to live without hating him. Over the last few years, everything I've done was meant to push my father far away. To avoid being like him. To avoid making his same mistakes. Without him, I just don't know who I am. And you won't even let me hate Bobby, which might actually help me.
The more you hate, the worse you feel.
You think I don't know that? I need someone to blame. Without that someone, I have only myself to hate.
Vabbè, madonna, con calma però.
I'll find the person who did this. I promise.
Let me have my doubts. Although, you've already come so far. I'm sorry I haven't been a little more grateful.
In any case, you shouldn't hate yourself. You are... No, you have such good qualities.
Eh,
You're kind, smart, and beautiful.
Are you
facciamo
really
l'intro
trying to
tutto.
flatter me now?
No, seriously, I didn't mean to... Sorry.
Anyway, can we
So-
just drop the subject? Did you go to my father's apartment?
Yes, the thief went there before coming to the gym, which leads me to believe he didn't find what he was looking for.
And what was he looking for?
That's what I intend to find out, with your help. Your father sold his apartment. The new owners move in 2 weeks.
What?
I'm sorry. I think he used the money to buy a new place with Mary Purnell. You'll have to talk to her sooner or later.
My father. Even now, he finds new ways to make me hate him.
I found a picture taken during the war.
The Olympic Five.
Did you meet any of them, besides your father and uncle?
Well, Uncle Tim actually isn't my uncle.
No?
He and my father loved each other like brothers. Did he tell you that he saved his life?
Thorpe saved your father?
They were flying over Brittany in a 3-unit fighter plane. Zukovsky was the pilot, my father was the co-pilot, and my uncle manned the machine gun. Suddenly, enemy fire killed Zukovsky and injured my father, which is why he never boxed again. My uncle jumped out of the gun turret, ran to the cockpit, and managed to pilot the plane to safety. Oh, the times my father told me that story. And now,
You still have your uncle.
yes, I guess you're right. Maybe he can also save me.
Did you ever meet Spano? What can you tell me about it?
I think I saw him once, but I was just a little girl. I think my uncle turned him into a star. It was a long time ago.
I found a baseball glove with Spano's autograph in your room.
Oh, I've never seen it. My father must have put it there. Although I don't remember him having a signed glove.
Did you ever meet Mitchell, the doctor?
Mitchell? The lizard? No, never. Why?
Oh, nothing. I think I've seen him somewhere. Your dad had great taste in music.
You think? Let me guess. The same taste you have, right?
Exactly.
You don't know how happy that makes me.
I saw your old room.
That's embarrassing. stop, or I'll end up hating you.
I'm also a fan of Frank Papalia.
Oh, yeah, the poster. I only liked him because my father thought he was too modern. But I'm glad we agree. I thought you shared my father's taste in music.
It's odd that there are practically no toys or memories of your childhood in the room, except for a small music box.
That box? It might just be my last happy memory. It's from before my mother got sick and we moved here. I loved reading stories about pirates. So my father drew a treasure map for me. I searched the whole house one clue at a time. It led me to this enormous tree in the yard where Daddy had put up a tire swing. X marked the spot, so I dug to find my treasure. I loved the music it played, the ballerina and the little secret compartment. Oh, the secrets I kept in there.
I think it's the first time I heard you call your father Daddy.
Really?
Did the abacus inspire you to dabble in finances?
The most useful gift anybody has ever given me.
A gift from your Uncle Tim?
He used to say that in this day and age, a woman should know how to count. My father didn't agree, but he didn't oppose it either. People thought he was a liberal because of his attitude towards racial issues. But at home, things were different.
Are you cold?
A little. Maybe I should go. Anyway. Thanks for the company.
Sonia, I've been in your shoes. Trust me, it gets better.
Aren't you coming?
I knew I was looking at a solution, but what exactly needed solving?
Completamente a caso.
Maybe Dunn used the same hiding place once more. I'll never understand why detectives and criminals bust you while they fight each other in the future. What a waste of breath, focus, and energy.
Ah, cazzo. Oh, grazie, Sonia. E la Madonna. Oh, sbagliò. Ho fatto esattamente quello che c'era scritto di fare. Cioè, meglio di così.
I'll never understand why detectives and criminals bluster while they fight each other in the picture. What a waste of breath, focus, and energy.
Vabbè, ma che cazzo mi sono...
It's not the lack of credibility in the screenplay that bothers me.
Beh, intanto lui è quello che ha ucciso prima.
Plus, it's actually pretty handy. When a crook talks to you in the middle of a fight, you know you're up against a witness. And if he doesn't even say, "Help me, please,"
What do they say?
nothing serious. I lost another one of my 9 lives. Oh, this hurts.
Got many left?
I'm in the red. He hasn't woken up yet?
Nope. We're gonna be here a while. Vulpine, 7 letters.
Scheming?
You think that's the same thing? No. Sounds a bit off to me.
Basta. Una cosa dovevamo sapere.
Wait, I know. Vulpine, 7 letters. Cunning. What are you looking for?
Nothing. Will he live?
He'll live.
So what have you found out?
Randall Lee. Apparently in love with our penitentiary system, judging by the frequency of his visits. Theft, assault, extortion, minor things of the sort.
Any partners?
Always works alone. He's never ratted out his employers, provided they exist. Did you find anything? Is this our man? Do you have proof?
Beh, ne abbiamo un po'. No, scusa. No, lo so che non c'entra. Io non capisco, cioè, ho solo questi indizi. Ma Cristo, ma è ovvio, cioè... Devo mettere insieme degli indizi che già ho. Facciamo così. 1 e 2. E di quello siamo sicuri. Ma c'era anche tutto il resto, eravamo sicuri anche di tutto il
Looks
resto.
like we know who tore his pants following Clarice Freeman up to the rooftop. His pants have a tear in them. I found a piece of that same fabric at the gym, on the stairs that lead to the rooftop where we found the second body.
Makes sense, but how many pairs of ripped pants are walking around New York City? I don't call that evidence.
The guy who broke into the gym in Dunn's place has a thing for sardines. Did you smell his breath?
Right, because there's only one sardine fanatic on this side of the Hudson. I need something more.
Sì, beh, se unisci tutte queste cose è qualcosa in più. No. Bene, allora facciamo di chi sono le orme in palestra.
I saw footprints from those very same shoes next to both the gym murders.
Unless you're telling me that shoe is a limited edition, I'm gonna need something else.
Ma questo qui è corrotto come la merda. Cioè,
One of the thugs that attacked me the other night had a snout just like his.
I'm sorry, but you can't incriminate someone based solely on species. What else you got?
What more do you need? I've given you 4 pieces of evidence.
None of which are conclusive.
He tried to throw me off the rooftop.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. He's our man.
No, he's not our man.
Make up your mind.
He's just a puppet. Someone is pulling his strings.
Could it be Yale?
No, I'm still certain. He's innocent. By the way, was he discharged? His room is empty.
They let him out yesterday. He's in police custody now. You can tell he's an athlete. Made quite the comeback. Anyone else would have taken 10 times as long. Anyway, he better be fine. You know they've ordered me to escort him to Madison Square Garden on the day of the fight.
That's the first I hear of it.
Quick, what do you want? Good cop or bad cop?
I'm the good guy.
Good thing someone took out the trash.
No wonder you were saved by garbage, you piece of trash. But you're gonna wish it hadn't.
Go to hell, you dog.
Don't pay any attention to flat feet, Mr. Lee. Yeah, you're in a tight spot, but there's always a way out. We have proof that you killed Joe Dunn and Clarice Freeman.
I'll call your bluff. You ain't got nothing.
Are you acquainted with our usual witness program? For a modest sum, they'll say they saw your sorry snot when and where we tell them to.
Cut the crap, Smirnoff. You know we've got conclusive evidence. However, we can offer you a deal if you tell us who hired you.
What can you
Offer me. We could significantly reduce your sentence. I could testify that you helped me on the rooftop.
That's a start, but it's not good enough. I want in on the witness protection program. New city, new job, new identity, and a clean police record. That's the only way I'll talk. Meanwhile, I want police protection 24/7. I'm afraid that...
Whoa. Watch out!
No, ma dove? Oh, niente. Da. Boom. Bello perché poi c'è, io seguo la freccia che viene fuori nello schermo, quindi... Dai, zoom. È lì, sì, è lì, dai. Cioè...
Luckily, Smirnov's wound wasn't as bad as Randall's. Unfortunately, the police found nothing on the nearby rooftops. Our best shot at finding the killer was gone, so I went back to my previous lead.
Ok, spero che stia salvando adesso, perché giustamente c'è. Se c'è un caricamento vuol dire che c'è anche un salvataggio. Sì.
It's from before my mother got sick and we moved here. I loved reading stories about pirates, so my father drew a treasure map for me. I searched the whole house, one clue at a time. It led me to this enormous tree in the yard where Daddy had put up a tire swing.
Vabbè, apriamo qua.
Hello, Smirnoff residence.
You're dead! No, I got you with my lasso!
Can you quiet down, kids?
Dunn got killed for stirring the hornet's nest.
And you confessed your crime!
Kids, please.
He'd been investigating athletes for months, including Helen Moore and Al Stone, among others. Dunn's notes aren't all that clear, and I'm not sure what he was after. But I'd say we're facing a widespread corruption case.
Well, if you're right, that could be some dangerous evidence. Bring it here ASAP.
Sure, but there's something important that I need to finish first. I wanted to follow a certain lead on my own before Smirnov had the chance to see anything.
Ok. Quindi, grazie per aver guardato fino a questo punto. Spero vi siate divertiti, spero la live vi sia piaciuta. Io sono molto stanco. E questa era la live di stasera di Blacksad. Speriamo di venire a capo di questo mistero presto, perché è un casino. Però ci sta. E nulla. Grazie. Ciao a tutti, fate i bravi, dal dottor dormire.